Wow, what a couple of awesome looking trucks now. So this is James again, for those of you all that don't recognize the sound of my voice here at BrothersRC. Sorry, I just sat down in my chair because this video will be better shot from a low angle. These are our freshly painted bods for the axial SCX10 AX10 Ridgecrest hybrid thing and the Vitera twin hammers, and man did they turn out great. As you can tell from the title, we used a paint called Spaz Stix. $7.99 is the price at our local hobby shop, which is up in Lexington, Kentucky at Hobbytown, USA. Used a sapphire blue along with a candy apple green and a candy orange for all the colors that you see before us. The twin hammers is done with the candy orange. After cleaning the truck with some Dawn dish soap and then wiping down all the interior of the panels with a little bit of rubbing alcohol that you can buy at your, I don't know, friendly store down on the corner, we sprayed, I believe it was 3 or 4 coats of the candy orange on, well, we didn't even do that first, I lied, I'm sorry. We sprayed the sapphire blue pearl, and that is what this brilliant color is here. And the hood did not get as many sapphire blue coats as these scoops did. You can really see it pop there, and the entire Ridgecrest body is painted in the sapphire blue pearl. But we'll talk about that one here in a second. So we did about 3 or 4 coats of the sapphire blue pearl, the first coat being very light, just to get a good base down. We used a hair dryer on low heat and a low fan speed to kind of speed up our drying process in a shed. We had some ventilation, but we didn't want dust and dirt blowing around. We did wear some ventilator masks that kind of helped out with the fumes. But anyway, after that beautiful blue paint was done, we backed it with Spaz Stix Ultimate Black Backer. And it says this is for mirror chrome aerosol paint, but in fact it is just a straight gloss black backer. And I'll show you what that looks like on the Ridgecrest body, because that's what it's backed with. So for the sapphire blue to really, I mean, it's got an amazing amount of sparkle in it. This is an awesome paint. You can see some of our tape lines. We're novice painters, but for a couple of novice painters, look at the way that body turned out. Then we went with the candy orange. We ripped off all of our tape that we had, that we masked that off with, and the candy orange was next. The candy orange got about 4 coats as well, and then the candy orange was backed with a solid white, because we really wanted that, well, Brad really wanted that orange to pop. He was the one that decided on these 2 color combos, and they turned out amazingly well. Brad is not here in the shop today. He's out on a run. Well, actually he's at college right now, so that's okay. We'll show off his truck while he's not here. So that is an awesome paint job, if I do say so myself, and not to toot my own horn. The orange laid down really well. It was more, it was really clear. It does not have any flake in it, but if you do notice, there are some high and low spots. So the hood here is a little bit darker, and then it may fade to a little bit lighter. I don't know if y'all can tell that on my camera or not, and you can see a kind of a lighter spot here in the center of the hood, or the center of the roof, I'm sorry. And that's because when we were spraying the sides of the body here, it got a little bit, the paint was a little more concentrated. So really, this may show up more like 5 light coats, whereas this showed up more like 4 coats. And so as you go along, and the more intense and the heavier you build up with your paint, the more pronounced that color is going to be, and you can really see that here on the roof. So with that being done, we backed all that in white for the orange. The sapphire blue was backed in black, and on the hood, here, we'll tilt that up for you. It is a very, very, very dark blue. With the help of that fluorescent light, and I have another shop light behind me that is lighting up this scene very well. It's actually off to our right. But that fluorescent blue on the hood, man, did it turn out great. This thing in the sun, it pops, it shines, it is amazing. Holy smokes. So that's what sapphire blue looks like with about 3 light coats. Now we'll go on to the Ridgecrest body. I'm going to set it over here because that truck is still in need of some cleanup since our last run. So for this Ridgecrest body, we went with the candy apple green color for just the stripe, just a simple stripe down the side, and then the hood scoop, or the cowl induction, as trademarked by Chevrolet. And the candy apple green, here's a color sample of what it looks like. And I probably could have gone 2 or 3 more coats of the candy green, but I liked where I was with this. The body, I like the Ridgecrest body, as I've told you all in other videos when I did an overview of this truck, but in this color combo, it has turned out amazingly well. I can't wait to get this truck done. Still waiting on a couple of axles, but anyway, back to the color. So the sapphire blue. Now, I don't have my test Lexan piece near me. I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm sorry. So when you spray this color, let me look some more. No, I don't see it. I'm really sorry. I must have thrown it away. Trash day was today, so it probably went out. Anyway, when you spray the sapphire blue, you need to be really, really careful. All right? Because the sapphire blue looks like it comes out clear. Seriously. Like you're spraying this creamy, milky white substance onto your body, and you're like, oh my gosh, I've just ruined the thing. And so it's always good to test it on a piece of scrap. And now that I know how the sapphire blue turns out, I mean, I'm probably going to use this on a couple other bodies that I get, no joke. But this is about 4 or 5 coats of sapphire blue, and I mean, you could just see the way that pops. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I'm really impressed with this color. It's a dark blue because, like I was going to show you, I told you it was backed in black. So this is the black backer, a little bit of the white backer showing through because I backed the stripes, the green stripes, I backed those in white. And you can see right there, there's a little bit darker spot. And that's because I got a little bit heavier on the paint right there. But man, Spaz Stix paints turned out really well. Sometimes people say when you use Tamiya paints, or tomato paints, whenever you use those paints, you have to maybe rough up the body a little bit. That's, man, static electricity. Wow, sorry. All right, so you may have to rough up the body with a little bit with Spaz Stix paint, or that's really, I was reading it because it's right there. See it? I was reading that. You may have to rough up the body with Tamiya paint. That's what the hobby enthusiast guy over at our hobby shop mentioned to me. So he recommended the Spaz Stix paint, and wow, did they turn out really well. Spaz Stix does have a website. I don't believe that it's on their, well, actually it is. Right there up top. For detailed instructions, please visit spazstix.com. This is the sapphire blue paint, and it even says right here on the can that for best results, back each color before moving on to another color. And that's very true because, like I told you all, the blue comes out clear. I mean, you can see through it even after 5 coats. Even after I layered up this many coats of that blue, I mean, you could still see through the body like it was translucent, not transparent where you could see it through like the windows, but translucent. So after those 5 coats and I backed it in the black, bam, that's when that color popped and it really came alive. Now I could have backed this in a blue or a white to give it more pop, more brighter color, but I really like the way that the sapphire blue pearl turned out with the black backer. This is a very, I don't know, almost like a midnight blue with a very cool cool metal flake shine to it, if you all can see that right there. I know this looks really, really glittery on the camera or on the video. Wow, it's pretty dirty too, because it's been rolling around here on the bench for the last couple of days. But it does not look this glittery in person. It doesn't look like a 12-year-old's nail polish. So guys, with that being said, a thumbs up to Spaz Stix, and this is James from BrothersRC. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you all think, and hopefully we can get these trucks out on the trail pretty soon and give you a really good running video. Thanks guys. Thanks for supporting BrothersRC, and take care.